Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, whatever time you're watching this discussion. I am Teacher Sydney, and today we're going to cover providing evidence to support your opinion. First and foremost, we're going to do the following things. First, we need to learn to differentiate facts from opinion. These are our main topics in this discussion. Second, identify facts and opinion. Third, give examples of fact and opinion. And finally, use facts to support your opinion, which is also the main focus of this discussion. Let's proceed. What concept do we need to learn before anything else? Do you know how to distinguish between a fact and an opinion? Let's start with facts first. Facts, or the term fact, is clearly defined as something that refers to a statement. When we say a statement, we mean to say a sentence that can be proven real for all people and places, can be observed, historical, and 100% true. Facts are sentences. Mahibaw-an nato kung fact ang usa ka statement, kung una sa tanan, pwede nato siya ma-prove kung tinuod ba o dili. Posible nga ang usa ka statement or usa ka sentence kay fact if tinuod siya according to all people in different places o maobserbahan siya. How do we observe? We know if a statement is a fact if first we can see it, we can feel it, we can touch it, we can verify it based on specific standards. Facts are also historical. Also, they are 100% true. When we say historical, we mean to say there is data, daghan o proof, daghag ebidensya nga nahitabo siya in history. Also, it's proven to be true, dili bakak. Facts are true, verifiable, pwede na to i-test, pwede na to i-research kung tinuod ba, and are true to many people if possible, as much as possible, and in many places. We also have the term opinion. This is clearly defined as something that refers to one's feelings, thought, belief, or judgment that is not 100% true and cannot be proven. How different is fact from opinion? Ang opinion, depende ra na siya sa imuhang pagbati, o sa imuhang pagsabot, o sa imong pagtuo. Pero dili ni siya depende sa unsay data or ebidensya nga makit-an nimo dayon. Let's have an example first. So we have here fact. The sun is the center of the solar system. Why is this a fact? The first reason is because the sentence is true and correct. The second reason is that this sentence can be researched. You can Google if it's really true that the sun is the center of the solar system, and there will be multiple data, daghan kay mugawa sa imuhang research nga magpamatuod nga ang sun mismo ang center sa solar system. Here is an example of an opinion. The sun is beautiful. Nganong opinion man eh? Ang una sa pinakadakong rason nga ng opinion ni nga statement is first, beautiful is a subjective adjective. Kaning mga subjective nga adjective, depende ni siya sa unsay opinion matag usa ka tawo. So posible nga para nako ang sun kay dili beautiful. Nganong di man siya beautiful? Kay init man kayo siya because it's already summer. But for Seth, the sun might be beautiful because maybe Seth likes the color of the sun, or Seth likes how sun is helpful to the community. Therefore, this is opinion. Tanan nga adjective, all adjectives that are subjective or walay basihan kundi ang kaugalingong opinion, pagbati o huna-huna pero dili fact, is considered to be, of course, opinion. Another example of a fact, the sun is hot. This is a fact. Why? Because although hot may vary on based on different degrees, pwede nga ang init para nako dili kaayo init. Pero kung mayon ta nga the sun is hot, pwede nato i-research kung unsa gid siya kainit, making it a fact. We can Google it, we can ask Google if it's really true that the sun is very hot, and the temperature will come out right after we make the research. All in all, the difference between fact and opinion is that fact is verifiable. We can research in Google and check if it's really true or false. While opinion can be researched, but then again, we will lack evidence kuwang tag-ebidensya nga kaning butang nga atong matawag og bisag unsa nga adjective or atong ma-describe pinaagi ani nga adjective. Let's go to phrases to express opinion. Naatay gitawag nga mga pulong or phrases para mag-express og atong opinion. Again, kung miingon tag opinion, base ni siya sa atong pagtuo, base sa atong feelings, o base sa atong experience, but not necessarily factual. Here are phrases that we use to express opinion. For personal point of view, kung ganahan ka mo present sa imong personal point of view, you start your sentence with "in my opinion." You can also say "speaking for myself," para nako, blah 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 blah. I believe that, ako mutuo ko nga. This is the equivalent phrase for "I believe that." For general point of view, kung di ka ganahan mo ingon nga ikaw mismo ang nituo ani or nag-express ani nga opinion, pwede ka moingon nga "some people say that." Ingon ang ubang tao. This is the direct translation of the phrase. It is generally accepted that, or in Bisaya we say kasagaran mutuo nga or moingon nga. This is the equivalent phrase for that Bisaya phrase. If you want to agree, ganahan ka moingon nga pariham og hunahuna aning usa ka tawo, you can say these phrases. I'd go along with that. Mutuo jud ko ana. This phrase is expressed as mutuo jud ko ana in Bisaya. That's just what I am thinking. By the way, this is supposed to be capitalized. Mausad na akong gihuna-huna. This phrase is translated as mausad na akong gihuna-huna. Let's try to use these phrases in making opinion statements. Again, when we say opinion, we base our sentence on feelings, sometimes just experiences, not on factual data. Let's start. In my opinion, hold on, where's my pen? In my opinion, comma, we have to use a comma if we use this phrase. Math is easy. This is an opinion. Why? Because we don't have a set of standards that will easily qualify if math is easy or not. Maybe for you as a student, math is easy, but for me, math is not. Or maybe for me, math is easy, but for you, math is not. It's simply about the level of difficulty and our capability and our feelings towards math. If a sentence is based on feelings, ang gibasihan sa usa ka statement or sentence kay ang pagbati lang sa usa ka tawo og dili factual information or evidence, then that is an opinion. This is an example of an opinion using the phrase "in my opinion." Speaking for myself, you can also use this. You can still say math is easy, but we can also make other examples. Let's say, this drink is too sweet. Okay, this is still an opinion. Although sweet is tasted through the tongue, still, when we say too sweet, The variation of sweet, very sweet, and too sweet may differ from one person to another. Lahi-lahi ta og tolerance o kakayanan para moinom og sa kabutang nga tamis kayo. Therefore, this is still an opinion. I believe that. Ako, mutuo nga. Or we can say, I believe that life is beautiful. Okay. Life is beautiful. Again, beautiful is a subjective sentence. Beautiful in Bisaya or in Tagalog. In Bisaya, it is guapa, nindot. Beautiful in Filipino or Tagalog is maganda. Maganda ang buhay. I believe that maganda ang buhay or nindot ang kinabuhi. Beautiful is subjective. Why? Again, because beautiful for you may not be beautiful for me. Maybe life for me is beautiful, but it is not for you because you have difficulties being encountered right now or experienced right now. Making this statement an opinion. Some people say that the earth is let's have a sample for the earth. The earth is flat. This can be verified. The earth is not flat, and because this statement is false, this statement automatically falls under opinion. Okay? If a statement is false, it automatically falls as an opinion. It is generally accepted that the earth is getting, let's find another example sentence here. It is generally accepted that, even if we say it is generally accepted, this statement is still an opinion. It is generally accepted that, let me think of an example of an opinion. Science is interesting. Science is interesting. For me, it might be true, but then again, interest varies from one person to another. So maybe Angela likes science, she's interested in science, but I may not like science, therefore I am not interested. This statement is based on feelings, making this statement an opinion. I'd go along with that. Mutuo jud ko ana nga. Okay, what should we include here? I'd go along with that. I go along with that my school is the best school. Is this the best school? For you, it might be true because you study in your school, but then the word best does not have a set of standards that really qualify the school as the best. In other words, best is based on feelings, individual feelings. And since the word is based on feelings, the entire statement still falls under opinion. That's just what I am thinking. This is a sentence that we usually say if we hear someone say the same thoughts that we have right now. So for example, Seth says, chocolate is my favorite kind of snack. Or chocolate is my favorite snack. If you have the same opinion as this person, you can simply say, that's just what I'm thinking. Again, to summarize the slide, these phrases that we learned just now are examples of phrases that we use to express our opinion. So if you read a sentence and it starts with these phrases, nagsugod ang usa ka sentence, ani nga mga phrases, kani sila tanan, that means that sentence is an opinion. If you see a sentence that goes, that's just what I am thinking, this automatically falls under opinion, and this one expresses agreement with the opinion of another person. Moving on. Here is our learning task number 1. Let us read the directions first. Read each statement and match each statement to its evidence. How will you answer this? First, you read sentence number 1 and look for its matching or corresponding answer on column B and write the letter on this area. Let's start. My father is a doctor. What evidence should we use to support number 1? From the sun, Earth is situated after Mercury and Venus. Is statement number 1 talking about the sun, the Earth, Mercury, and Venus? Nope. Let's go to letter B. He cures the sick. It sounds like this is related. Why? We have keywords such as cures and sick. But let's read more. Letter C. He won the boxing championship many times. Keyword, boxing and championship. Does that sound like being a doctor? Nope, not either. So let's go to letter D. She plays music in the orchestra. Keywords, music and orchestra. Do doctors do music and orchestra in the hospital? Very unlikely. So let's go to letter E. Earth is composed of 2/3 water and 1/3 land. Is letter E a good option? Very unlikely. Try to write your answer in your notebook right now, and let's see if at the end of learning task number 1, you have a perfect score. Let's go to number 2. Again, don't forget, you have to put your answer beside number 1. You can also put your answer this way in your notebook. You can write number 1 and then your answer here. Let's go to number 2. Manny Pacquiao is a boxing champ. Can we say that from the sun, Earth is situated after Mercury and Venus? What do you think? Does boxing involve sun and Earth? Nope. Let's observe letter B. He cures the sick. Can a boxing champion cure the sick? Not either. C. He won the boxing championship many times. Is this possible? Can you see terms that are related? Number 3, Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun. What evidence can we provide? We can say from the sun, Earth is situated after Mercury. That might be a sign. We have terms that we underlined here. We even have Mercury and Venus. B, he cures the sick. Very unlikely. C, he won the boxing championship many times. Does this mention something about boxing? Nope. She plays music in the orchestra. We're talking about planets. Why are we talking about music in letter D? Or letter E, Earth is composed of 2/3 water and 1/3 land. We're talking about composition here. So does this qualify as the answer for number 3? Isip. Think about your answer. We're done with number 3. Number 4, more than 2/3 of Earth is covered with water. Covered and water. We're talking about a ratio. All right, so can we say that it's letter A? From the sun, Earth is situated after Mercury and Venus. Situated, by the way, in Bisaya means nahimutang. In Filipino, this is nakalagay. Or we can also say nasa. From the sun, ang Earth ay nasa pagitan, nakasunod sa Mercury and Venus. Or nasa location after Mercury and Venus. He cures the sick. Can we make this the answer for number 4? He won the boxing championship many times. Can C be the answer for number 4? D, she plays music in the orchestra. Orchestra, this is a group of people who plays different musical instruments. Letter E, Earth is composed of 2/3 water and 1/3 land. All right, we're done with number 4. Please don't forget, write your answer in your notebook. And then we have here number 5. 5, my aunt is a musician. We're talking about music. Now I need you to read options A, B, C, D, and E by yourself. And let's see if your answers are correct. From the sun, the earth is situated after Mercury and Venus. He cures the sick. He won the boxing championship many times. She plays music in the orchestra. Earth is composed of 2/3 water and 1/3 land. I hope you have your answer already. The correct answers for these questions are B, C, A, E, D. Again, the correct answers are B, C, A, E, D. Why is that so? My father is a doctor. He cures the sick. Can you see the relationship between being the doctor and the term sick? Manny Pacquiao is a boxing champion or champ. This one is related to letter C. He won the boxing championship many times. Number 3, Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun. In Bisaya, we say, ang Earth ang ikatulo nga planeta gikan sa adlaw. We're talking about planets, so the answer for number 3 should be letter A. 4, more than 2/3 of Earth is covered with water. Okay, so we have here water. The correct answer should be letter E. My aunt is a musician. We also pronounce the word aunt as aunt. What should be the answer for number 5? We're talking about music. Therefore, the answer for number 5 should be letter D. I hope you got this perfectly. Remember that what we are trying to do here is support our sentence with factual evidence. So what you see in column A are sentences that needs to be supported by the sentences in column B. That's the answer key. Let's go to learning task 2. The direction says, list facts below that supports the following opinions. Trees are the most important living thing in the world. Let's have most important. This is the phrase that tells us that the entire sentence is an opinion. Why? Because most important is a very subjective phrase. What is important for me may not be very important for you. Therefore, this statement is opinion. We need to support this opinion with factual information. When we create supporting evidence or factual evidence after an opinion, we have to explain why something is important, why the trees here, for example, is considered as most important. We have statement number 1. Nganong importante man ang kahoy? Para nimo. For me, trees are important because they provide shade. Pwede sila muhatag og landong. So, we can state here, trees provide shade. Okay, this is already a great example. Again, we have to explain why trees are the most important living thing in the world. This is my answer. This time, you make your own answer. If you wish, you can pause this video as you formulate your answer for fact number 1. Let's go to fact number 2. Unsa pa may laing rason nganong pinaka-importante ang kahoy as a living thing in the world? Reason? They provide They provide oxygen. Muhatag silag hangin nga kinahanglanon para sa ubang living things sama nako, nimo, mga tawo ug mga animals. These are reasons why trees are considered the most important living thing in the world. And these reasons or facts are considered as evidence. Let's go to number 3 to 4. The opinion is COVID-19 is more dangerous than dengue. We have here the phrase that goes more dangerous. Mas kahadlukan or mas delikado. More dangerous is subjective. Pwede nga para sa imuha, dili kay siya dangerous, dili kay siya delikado. Pwede sad sa ubang scientists and doctors, COVID-19 is not that dangerous. kumpara sa dengue. However, again, our task for learning task 2 is to provide reason nganong COVID-19 is considered more dangerous than dengue. Fact number 1, COVID-19 is airborne. When we say airborne, maglupad-lupad ra siya sa hangin. Unlike dengue, kinahanglan siya ihatod sa mga lamok. Kinahanglan og lamok nga carrier. So if wala lang kay lamok sa imong palibot, di ra ka mamatay, dili ra ka ma-infect sa dengue. But COVID-19 is airborne. If you don't put mask, you automatically inhale the virus and it kills you through your respiratory system. That's COVID-19. Okay, that's fact number 1. Fact number 2, COVID-19 evolves quickly. Compared to dengue, mas dali mukusgan ang virus sa COVID-19. Compared to dengue, ang COVID-19 lisod pangitaan og bakuna labi na kung muusab na ang iyahang protein sequence. Mo nang natay Delta, natay Omicron, naay lain-lain nga variation sa coronavirus or COVID-19. These are the facts that explain why COVID-19 is more dangerous than dengue. Let's go to number 5 and 6. The opinion is smoking should be illegal. Did you know that the phrase that goes should be followed by another adjective in the sentence, such as the word illegal, is considered opinion? Why is this considered opinion? Because it tells people what to do without factual evidence. It instructs but does not explain why it should be illegal. Therefore, we need to look for evidence that will explain why smoking should be illegal or why people who smoke should be penalized or mapriso or pabayron. Let's have fact number 1. Smoking should be illegal. Why? First, because smoking causes lung cancer. Usa na sa rason nga nung illegal dapat ang smoking, especially in public places. What else? Smoking for young adults is very dangerous. This sounds like not a fact. Why? Because of the word dangerous. So maybe we can change very dangerous with something else. Again, this statement is not really purely factual. Let's change this with something that is factual, something that has evidence. Okay. Smoking causes infertility. In other words, posible nga kung manigarilyo ka, dili ka kaanak. This is for males, of course. That's learning task number 2. I hope you already have your answers for questions number 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6. I suggest that you make your own research about factual evidence concerning topics about trees, about COVID-19, and about smoking. I am not quite sure if smoking really causes infertility, but I think I came across with the research explaining that smoking can cause infertility. Let's go to learning task 3. This time, the instruction says, provide a fact and opinion for each topic. So it's not just about fact, we also say opinions about the topic. Here is an example, bodies of water. What are bodies of water? Examples are oceans, seas, rivers, ponds. These are examples of bodies of water. Here is fact number 1, or an example of a fact. More than 2/3 of Earth is covered by the ocean. This is factual information. Don't forget the period, because we can check the consistency of the Earth if it's really covered with 2/3 of water, if it's really covered with water because of the oceans. Opinion: the Pacific Ocean is the best ocean to visit. This is an opinion because of the word best. Okay, let's go to summer. Let's talk about summer. You can research about what summer is or when summer falls. Summer in the Philippines is very warm. But we can also say summer falls in May to June. I'm not quite sure if it's May to June, but if you mention the dates or the months by which summer occurs and it's accurate, then that automatically becomes factual information. Or we can replace that with, let me erase this. During summer solstice, daytime is longer than nighttime. All right, that's fact. You can even verify that. Opinion: summer is the most exciting part of the year. Why is this an opinion? Because first we have most exciting. This adjective varies from one person to another. For me, summer is not the most exciting part of the year. Why? Because I don't like very hot weather. Yeah. Let's go to number 3 to 4. Let's talk about New Year. New Year falls on January 1. We always celebrate New Year every January 1st or January 1. What about opinion? New Year's Eve is the most colorful night. Most colorful. Why? Because we have fireworks. However, we are using the word most and we are using the word colorful. Thereby, the sentence is still opinionated because there might be another holiday that is more colorful than New Year's Eve. Let's go to Christmas. Christmas is when Jesus was born. Christmas is when Jesus was born. This is true. We can verify this by checking the internet or by asking a priest in the church. Opinion: Christmas is the happiest season. Ang pinakamalipayon nga season. Why is this an opinion? Again, we are using the word happiest, and happiest may vary from one person to another. Posible nga ang usa ka tawo dili kayo lipay during Christmas. Why? Because this person might be a Muslim and they don't necessarily celebrate Christmas. While we Catholics celebrate Christmas every December 25th of the year. Okay, I hope this is clear. Again, to sum up, facts can be researched. They can be checked if they are true or not, and they are usually true. And facts are based on scientific observation. And while opinion is always based on belief without facts and feelings. Sometimes opinions are not even. Sometimes opinions are not true. I hope this is clear. That ends our discussion for English 5, quarter 3, week number 7. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening to me, and I hope you learned something from me today. This is Miss Eredara or Teacher Sydney. Have a great day.